Good morning, children. A very warm welcome to all of you. Children, today we'll be taking up another chapter from your English reader book. And the name of the lesson is Lesson 7 The Clever Crab. So, children, do you know being greedy sometimes may harm us? So, let's read the story and understand that how being greedy can be harmful to us. Children, in this story is about the greedy stork and his downfall. Downfall means destruction. Once upon a time, there lived a stork near a big pond. The stork could catch fish from the pond for food. As time went by, the stork grew old and could no longer catch fish. He grew very thin and weak. One day he got an idea and started crying by the pond. So, children, once upon a time there was a stork who used to live near a big pond. He used to catch fish from the pond for food and he was living there happily. But, children, as the time passed by, the stork grew old and he was not able to catch fish from the pond. So, he was not getting any food to eat. Because of that, he became thin and weak. And children, he thought that if he would not get any food to eat, then he will die soon because of hunger. And then he thought of a plan and started crying by the pond. Fish, why are you crying? Stork, I have come to say goodbye, my friends. I am moving elsewhere. Fish, why? What is the matter? Stork, my friends have just told me that this year there will be no rains and this pond will soon dry up. So, children, some fish that were swimming there came up to him and asked, what happened? Why are you crying? What made you so upset? When the fish saw him crying, they asked him, why are you crying? So, children, the stork replied that I have come here to say goodbye to you all, my friends, because I am going to some other place. That is why I am sad. Then the fish asked the stork that why are you going to the other place? Why can't you live here then? And then the stork replied that my friends have told me that this year there will be no rains and because of that this pond will dry and everybody will die soon. Fish together. What will happen to us then? We will die without water. Stork, that is what has upset me. You are my friends, and I'm sorry that I might lose you. But I need to fly to the other pond across the hills. So, children, when the stork was talking to that fish till that time, the other fish were also gathered there. And they all asked if the pond will dry up, then what will happen to us? We will die without water. And so they all got scared. And you know, children, that fish cannot survive without water. So the stork was very, the stork, he was very cunning and he tried to fool them with his plans. So he said with a sad face, that is why I am upset. You all are my friends and I will be very sad to lose you. But I have to go to the other side of the hill to the other pond which had plenty of water to save myself. Fish, go if you must, our friend, but do think of a way to save us. Stork, I have an idea, but will you take a chance? Fish, do let us your idea. Stork, well, you need to trust me. So, children, trust means to have faith, to believe in someone. Fish, we do. Tell us your plan. Stork, I could carry each one of you one by one across the hill to the other pond. The fish were a little worried. They knew that the stork could eat them, but they wanted to save their lives. Therefore, they agreed. So, children, worried means troubled, disturbed. And children, then the fish said, "You must go, but you please think about us also. We also want to live. We do not want to die." Then the stork said that I have a plan to save you all. For that, you have to take a chance and you have to trust me. The fish replied, "We trust you, but do tell us your idea." Because they got so scared and now they wanted to save their lives. So, children, the stork told his plan to them that I could carry each one of you to the other pond. Hearing this, all the creatures agreed immediately to save their lives. The fish were a little worried. They knew that the stork could eat them, children, but they wanted to save their lives. So, therefore, they agreed immediately. There was also a witty crab who lived in the pond, but he did not trust the stork. Crab, listen, fish, the stork may not be telling the truth. Let us stay here and see whether the pond actually starts drying up. Now, children, but there was also a clever and an intelligent crab who lived in the pond. But he did not trust the stork. And the crab knew that the stork was not trustworthy. And he told the fish that we should not trust the stork blindly and we should stay here and see whether the pond really starts drying up or not. Fish, we do not wish to die. The stork is trying to help us. If you do not wish to come, you can stay here alone. The next day onwards, the stork began to carry the fish across the mountain. Soon the pond was empty of all the fish. Stork to the crab, your friends are all waiting on the other side, and today I too shall leave this place. Do let me take you across to the other pond. The crab did not trust the stork, but seeing no other way out, he agreed. Okay, but do be careful, said the crab. Now, children, but the fish was so scared, so they did not listen to the crab and said that the stork is helping us, and if you want to die, here you can stay in this pond alone. And they were really thankful to the greedy stork, and they really thought that the stork is taking pains and really helping them all. But children, they did not know the real intentions of the stork. So, children, from the next day onwards, the stork started carrying one fish every day to the other side of the pond. After few days, the pond was empty. So now only crab was left there. So the stork asked to the crab that your friends are waiting on the other side and I will also not come here to this pond again. So do let me take you across to the other side of the pond. So now, children, the crab did not trust the stork, but he had not no other choice, children, because the pond was completely empty and all the fish have gone to the other side. So the crab he agreed to go with the stork. While they were flying, the crab spotted fish bones scattered all over the hill. He soon realized that the greedy stork had killed all his friends. He quickly dug his pincers into the stork's neck and did not let go till the stork started bleeding. Crab, so this is how you repaid the trust of my friends placed in you? Now you too shall suffer. The cruel stork died, and the witty crab lived to tell this tale to others. Now, children, the crab did not trust the stork, but he had not other choice. He had no other choice, children, because the pond was completely empty and all the fish have gone to the other side. So he agreed to go with the stork. So when they were flying in the sky, the crab saw the bones of the dead fish distributed randomly all over the hill. Children, spotted means noticed, and scattered means distributed randomly. and he realized that the greedy stork had killed all his friends. So the crab, he quickly thought of a plan, and he dug his front claws into the stork's neck and did not leave him until the stork started bleeding. So children, pincers, it means front claws of a crab. Suffer means to go through an unpleasant experience. Cruel means unkind. Tale means story. Now, children, the angry crab told the stork that my friends trusted you blindly and you returned their trust by killing them. Now you will also die. Now the cruel stork died, and the clever crab lived there to tell this story to all of us, to others. So, children, what do you learn from this story? That we should not be greedy and we should not trust the bad people. So, that's all, children. Now, let's revise the wow words which we have learnt in this uh, story, children. Suffer, to go through an unpleasant experience. Worried is disturbed. Witty, clever. Faith, to believe in someone. Spotted, noticed. Scattered, distributed randomly. Pincers, front claws of a crab. Repaid, to return. Cruel, unkind. Tale, story. So children, that's all for today. Thank you. Stay healthy, stay safe.